Oh, hey folks, and welcome to another edition of the Movie Mad channel. Today, I've probably talked about this on the channel before, but I'm going to chat about why I still collect physical media in 2021. Because it's 2021 now. Now, as you guys probably know, I'm not one for editing my videos too much. I have done some editing on videos, but I'll be honest with you, it takes a lot of time. So, I do have a list here, and if you see me looking at it, I'm not going to cut out. So there you go. Right, so let's have a look. I was going to do 5 reasons, but I've actually got 6. Okay. Let's start. I don't think these are in any particular order, but let's start with number 1. And number 1 is streaming services. Okay. We do have multiple streaming services at the moment. What have we got? I personally have got Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, and Netflix. So that's 3, but there's other ones out there. Hulu, I don't know if that's available in the UK. BritBox, Shudder, the Arrow Video. And with the 3 streaming services I've got, if you're talking a total money, you're talking, what, $7.99 for Disney Plus now, $7.99 for Amazon Prime, and £14 for the multiple screens of Netflix. So you're talking like £30 a month. And initially when you first got Netflix, it had a lot more on it. I believe that Netflix, correct me if I'm wrong, at the moment has 14,000 titles, but I'm pretty sure when it first came out it had 80,000, and that's because all the other streaming services like Disney and stuff like that are keeping the rights to their own things now. For example, Disney Plus. My daughter was in the hospital, and her favourite movie is not Marvel movies, it's Spider-Man. And Spider-Man Homecoming and Far From Home isn't on Disney Plus because obviously Sony own the rights. And it isn't on Amazon, and it isn't on Netflix. So what did we resort to? Good old DVD. And you're thinking, I've forked out 30 quid for these 3 streaming services and still didn't get access to what I wanted at that particular time. I'm not saying that they're not convenient, and I'm not saying that they're not handy, but they're not the be all and end all. And I say that when I was in the hospital, I'll be honest with you, that really peed me off, shall we say, because that's the one film she wanted to watch and she couldn't watch, and she couldn't watch it at the time. So there you go. And the cost, £30 a month. Where does it end? Physical media, you buy it, you've got it. Watch it whenever you like. There you go. Number 2, quality of streaming services and their offerings on them. Now, I was just reading that they've just made a disc that can take, what is it? I don't know if it's right, but it says 700 terabytes. Maybe that's wrong. I know that's a lot more than the 4K Blu-ray discs, and also a lot more than the 50 gigs that a Blu-ray can take. Okay, but streaming, when you're streaming a movie, sometimes your internet's not working right, and it goes all fuzzy and blocky. Sometimes you're listening to sound, and a number of times I've had to turn the sound up to really high on my TV to watch a streaming service, and I thought, oh no, I'm going to get my Blu-ray out, and I've switched from my streaming service to the Blu-ray player, and I've had to turn the volume down by half, and the picture quality. Not only that, the extras aren't there. I know people have got Apple TV, and some people say the extras are on there, but that's another streaming service and another, shall we say, cost when you can just buy the disc. I've been really thinking about these things, and the thing with that is as well, the more people that subscribe to the streaming services, the less physical media that is going to get made. And I can't say I'm not guilty of that because I've got the 3 there. But I'm just wondering, should you just cancel them all? I don't think one person will make any difference, to be honest with you. Number 3, censorship. I've just heard that Peter Pan and Dumbo have been removed from the kids' profile on Disney Plus because of cultural differences. I know that the scene in Dumbo with the crows is inherently racist. That's true. But it's a depiction of racism, but it's a product of its time. And to pretend that history didn't happen and people didn't think that way just isn't right, because that's the way people used to think. We know that's wrong now, and we know that times have changed. But to remove the full movie of history from the kids' streaming profile, because surely you can just explain to them that that's not how it would be, that's not how it should be. I think that's much better than doing it. And if you then start losing and censoring these on streaming and there's no physical copies being printed, it's like, as I say, trying to pretend these things didn't happen, which I think is wrong. What was it a few months ago, Gone with the Wind being taken off, and other ones? It's happening every day. How long is it before we're not going to be able to watch a movie before the time that we're in? There you go. So not just streaming services, digital movie codes, okay, and purchases, because you can make purchases off Amazon Prime, you can make purchases on Google Play, and you can make purchases on Apple. And that's all great, but like rights holders, they can be taken from you. I haven't particularly lost any, I don't think. I think I lost a couple when Flickster moved over to Google Play. And was it important movies? Probably not. But the point is, they were my movies and you took them from me. Or my right to view them was taken away from me. And if you just had a digital library, I wouldn't be pleased about that. The other thing is, when I leave this place called Earth, whenever that will be, I want to pass my movies on to my children. They probably won't want my movie collection. They probably won't even be bothered about it. But it's my choice to leave that to them. Whereas the digital libraries, I believe there is when you, shall we say, leave this, you can't pass them on. So there's no physical value in them anymore. And if you say in the future there will be physical value in DVDs and Blu-ray everywhere, there'll probably be ancient technology. But people are bringing back VHS now. People are looking at them. There's collectible ones, things like that. And buying a digital copy to me just feels to me like an inherent waste of money. Whereas picking up the physical copy, I feel is value. So it might not have much value. It might not have any value in the future, but it's there. It's physically mine, and I want to pass. And if I want to pass it on, that's my choice to do that. I think I covered my point 5, and that's the quality about the internet connectivity and things like that. And as I say, the other night there, my kids and I were watching The Big Bang Theory on Netflix because we always watch it at tea time, and boom, just wouldn't play. There's something wrong with your Netflix account. Down. And they go, oh, because they always like to watch Big Bang. And I says, luckily for you, your dad has the Blu-ray. I don't have seasons 1 to 12 of The Big Bang. I've only got seasons 1 to 7 now on Blu-ray. I've got 1 to 8 on DVD and 1 to 7 on Blu-ray. but that will be rectified. And luckily, I think we're on like season 4. Popped in a Blu-ray disc, put it on, problem solved. The only thing that I found good with the streaming was obviously it's convenient. You can just skip to the last part, but maybe life is becoming too convenient. Too convenient for people. Have you ever heard that saying? I think there's an episode in Star Trek The Next Generation when Picard, this is season 4, episode 2, where they've just been through the best of both worlds, and Captain Picard goes home to see his brother, and they're arguing about a replicator in the house to have convenient meals instead of cooking. And his brother says, maybe life has become too convenient for people. Now, is it such a trauma to get up and put a disc in a player and put it back down? Maybe we're becoming lazy. Maybe that's the case. I remember we had a video player and it had a detachable remote, but we never used that. We got up and we changed the channel. You got up, you walked to the TV, you changed the channel. And maybe that gives you a better perspective and a bit more investment in the thing you're going to watch. Rather than scrolling through Netflix, half watching something, and going, oh, well, I don't really need to pay attention to this because I've just scrolled and I can just scroll to something else. I done that last night with a zombie movie and I'm like, nah, I'm not even watching. I got to like the point halfway through and I thought, I haven't even watched half this. So maybe taking the time to go through your collection, pick up a movie, sit down and put in because you want to watch that movie. Maybe we've lost value in that. This movie mad channel's turned into a rant. It's not a rant. It's explaining the reasons why I think we shouldn't abandon physical media, because if we do continue to abandon it, then it'll just not be made. Will it affect me? I've got a massive collection. Well, not as big as some, but as I would say, but it's adequate for myself, shall we say, on there. So there you go. And I'm always expanding it. Maybe that £30 a month we're paying to the streaming can be taken off that and done and sent to buying movies instead. Maybe I should try an experiment. Get rid of Netflix. Get rid of the other two. And see how I do. That could be another good video, couldn't it? And the last point I want to make is, as I was saying, the tactile joy owning the media, looking at the cover, opening it up, putting the disc in. Do you remember when you used to have to put a VHS tape in and it just clicked in and you had to play it? And that moment you just waited for it to hope it didn't chew the tape. Maybe we're missing all that. And when you're scrolling through Netflix, I think a lot of the quality of the movies has dropped significantly lately. There's a lot of foreign features. There's a lot of I don't want to say they're not good movies, but the quality just seems to be lower than what it used to be. So that's my thoughts on physical media in 2021. Just so you make sure I've not missed anything. No, I haven't. And I think I'm happy with the video, so I'm not going to edit it. So thank you for watching again, guys. I would appreciate a thumbs up if you like the video. Also, please write in the comments why you still collect freedom media. Am I wrong? Physical media. Am I wrong? Are you guys all digital? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with digital. I think it's a convenience, but I think it has to be along with the physical. Put in the comments in there, because I'd like to know what all your guys' thoughts were. There's 450 subscribers on there. Sorry, 445 or something like that. I'd like to see comments about it, and because I like to interact with people. Also, just to let you know, there's going to be a little spot for me in Magpie Movies channel, about what my favourite movie scene is. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, check it out. And that way you can see me talking about my favourite scene. Okay guys, I've ranted on for enough. I shall see you next time. Thank you.